Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Texans going up against the Bengals. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting to... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 12 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengals getting set to go.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bryant. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, Leopard. Watching that, Green 39. Green. All right, now, look at 56.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Zone now. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. 7-all is the score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go. 319. 319.
We got 3 down, 3 down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On the counter, Gurley. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So we have reached halftime. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and he fires one incomplete. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant, and still fighting. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Justin Ellis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. K.J. Wright. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Mahomes going to throw. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Odrick in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danny Trevathan in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he slings one that's incomplete. And the Bengals on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the play clock's running down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. We are in the 4th and final quarter. as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mahomes now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fresh set of downs here. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Mason Foster in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Sproles. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bengals going up against the Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Wilson. And incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Three yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Wilson. Off the bootleg. Baldwin with it over the middle. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
First down, this is Rawls. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On the ground, Rawls. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Meanwhile, down in Glendale. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bengals getting set to go. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So Rawls appears to be shaken up. He remains down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down following the run. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And a give this time to the tailback. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Off of play action, it's Watson. To Mixon on the check down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. The toss play to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they run with Mixon. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second.